Hello and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we investigated a little bit of the systems ahead, trying to get to Odonatus 11, I think is what it's called. We talked to Yurliet and found out she does meditation, which is pretty cool, like a meditation where she can still see and hear everything, which is pretty interesting. And we also saw a couple random events that happened on different planets. Like we found this pirate or whatever that was the first guy to explore the Coronis Expanse, and we got his treasure. And we also found and talked to the Pilgrim and got some information in exchange for places for phlogiston. So, and now we're in the middle of a fight because of a war event, so we gotta deal with this. I gotta go here for that.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Ouchie. But bam! There you go. Do a little bit of blow up. And then I think I would go here and push this guy with my bobber.
The insignificant value.
And then I'll take cover behind here in case ranged attacks happen. Or shouldn't. Nice. So go here, I got sights on them.
Nothing I can't do.
Do that. And give an extra turn to you so you can hit him away. I probably should have just swung at him, but it's fine. Now we're gonna take a shot.
All too easy.
High momentum.
If I may, as duty demands. That is foolishness.
Don't let you charge ahead. Yeah, there's a ladder here, so I can go through. And then I'll see if I can taunt these guys. Nope. So just do that. And we got another heroic action we can do, so... pretty sure I can't even look at these guys, so I think I'll just end my turn.
If it serves your cause.
There. If it works the way I'm thinking.
My heart sings with the thrill of battle! I deal death with my hands.
Violation of the firing pattern detected.
Where's my free shot at? This one.
I request a mandatory ocular augmentation.
I am not your Zeke who favors the
Oh,
swift.
shoot him.
Suboptimal.
Why are we having such a problem with this?
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Around here.
Guided by
Check on these guys. This guy. Firing squad, these
Power
two.
resides in the will of the righteous.
Only him? I thought. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Go after him. Stats. Boom. Okay, you're gonna come up from behind.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Indeed. At your beck and call. One fewer target. Victory is imminent.
This won't reach anybody, so.
I will do my duty.
Yes.
This tedium is beneath. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
And make a quick shot.
I understand your intent.
Request approved.
I won't be able to get this off, so.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Nothing I can't do.
95% chance and it misses. Okay. It's gonna be that guy.
Suits my purposes. Nothing I can't do.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
There. Get some extra damage, but there should be enough.
Faith without deed.
Boom. There you go.
I will.
Doubt
I
is for
never
the
saw
weak.
my battle servitors pop up.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yeah, because I guess demons don't drop loot. Because that's the thing with demons, we can kill them all day if we want. But honestly, demons just come back. There you are. You could have helped. Demons don't die when you kill them. They just go back to the warp, and depending on how strong they are, they just come back sooner. The stronger they are, the sooner they come back. So, it sucks. Anyway, we're at Odenathus 11. Lord Captain Drukari's ships are patrolling the system. The likelihood of slipping past their patrols unnoticed is close to zero. Bring them on, I say. We fail to get past the enemy ships unnoticed. The nearest Drukari ships attack at once. Get ready. Others will join us soon. I'm up. I got torpedoes to deal with big ships. I should have fighters, but for some reason the fighters... Maybe I have to have them separately? Maybe you have to have the ships to deploy.
Mighty machine spirit, lend us a modicum of thy power.
They're blocking my abilities. That's not cool, man. Nice. So now we got 3 torpedoes. It shows there's 3 ships. Unless those are coming in later. Oh wait, that was mine. Hey Bob, what's up? There you go. One hit. I'm gonna do this because I need to kill this thing. We gotta get these before the reinforcements come, if we can. And I'm just gonna shift over here. 11 rounds left. So I gotta survive 11 rounds, or I have 11 rounds so they will get home. Going right next to my torpedoes, are we? That's not smart for you. Thankfully you have a lot of movement, so you moved out of range just now, but... This one's closing in. Fire will kill him. I got one here. That should actually line up perfect for here. You up. If I jump, it can do it. Blow him up. Hit myself, didn't I? Yeah, ooh, that was a lot of damage. Good to know it's area. I didn't know if it was just you target one cell and that does damage that cell or not. Now I know. Nice job. Keep right there. I love these torpedoes, they're so good. Yeah, I should probably restart my shields. So you got a surprise round on top of this round? That's a little unfair. Especially since you're hitting my weak side now. So I think I do a U-turn. And then I move back here.
are ravenous.
Sorry about that. Guess they didn't get it going. Sucks I didn't get put shields up or anything. Like special shields. Set these up and then I can use the ability, I think. Shore up the right one. Nope, he's gonna hit from the left. Get him. How many of these guys do I have to kill? I should have blown up right there. Maybe I can do it with this one. Never mind. I should have blown them up right there. That was a Thankfully, I don't think I can kill me this one because of that mishap. Get another turn on top of that. I was just doing donuts right now. not making the same mistake twice. Blow up. Go here and then blow up. Holy moly guacamole.
Technological superiority was obvious.
Alright, so I got Promethium Mortar. Medium range does 3 shots dealing 14 each. Whenever it hits an enemy's hull, it has a 50% chance to start internal fires on that ship for 3 to 4 rounds. So, sacrificing damage for causing fires. I need to repair the hull of this. How much do I actually have? Whoops. 1 second, I'll be back. There you go. Oh, that was all of them? That makes sense now. Okay. That was all 4 groups. That's why there's 4 waves. So... Nope, it lied to me. It was telling me what I already had on for some reason. Medium range dorsal lance weapon dealing 52 to 60. So it'll be in front of me. No, it'll be to my side. So interesting. Wait, no, dorsal is the one where it has medium coverage, right? So either shoots in a straight line or it has the same like the other one, and it does a lot more damage at the cost of setting fires, I think. Because this does 52 to 60 damage, medium range. This is medium range doing 42 damage if all hits, plus internal fires. I think it's worth it. Okay. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, with these, can only be used with torpedo tubes mounted on the prow. How do I launch these? Do I actually have to have them? Thinking I might have to. Unless it's in development. So say I want to go here. Improve RAM. Nope, it's not in here. Swing run. Focused efforts allows the use of both abilities of one selected post for one turn if both abilities are on cooldown. Same with this one, but I'm better. 95 with that ability, which is good. Oh, what? I upgraded it. I was trying to see what it was first, but it's whatever. Information, upgrading it. Upgrading it. Will not expend flagship shields to do. Now I see. Use current ability once. Hull integrity, no damage. Oh, never mind. That's for upgrades. New heading. Check first. We'll make it one to 2, less cooldown. This jump will have more range. When it jumps through a unit, it damages them. Do I have jumps for that? This is 100. 85, same thing. Okay. Do I have more scrap? I have 500 scrap. I could upgrade the hull, I think. 305. Do that, or do I... upgrade my abilities? Thinking of upgrading at least this one. Let me see what happened here. I think it gave it more movement, maybe? Anyway. This is good, so I won't be afraid of using it now. Cooldown doesn't really matter to me. Same with this. If I'm in the way, I'm probably just gonna ram them. So then I'll upgrade the hull. Alright. I need to find something where it's like ram doesn't cause you shield damage, or less shield damage. That'll do it a lot more. One second. Okay. We get so many weapons and we don't need all those. So we got a lot of weapons now. Plasteel, we're good on that for now. Another mechanism. Modest colony. The scouting team sent to the colony world returns with a decrepit, shaggy, foul-smelling vagrant in tow. The old man hastened toward the enforcers as soon as he saw the dynasty's colors and implored them to take him to Master Voigtbeer or Lady Theodora. Question him. During the interrogation, the old man says he is loyal servant of House von Blancius. 4 decades ago, he was sent on an important mission to this system by Master of Whispers Voigtbeer. It took him 20 years to complete the mission. He spent the next 20 waiting for his masters to collect him. The vagrant was an ambitious young spy when he left the ship, and coming aboard again has made him very emotional. Check him for evidence of treason. The investigation has found no wrongdoing. The old man could be held accountable for. His body bears no signs of worshipping the archenemy. He has confessed to no crime and seems quite shocked at the news of Lady Theodora's death and Voigtbeer's treachery. The harsh interrogation techniques have taken an almost fatal toll on his failing health, yet forced no admission of guilt from him. Establish the nature of his mission. The vagrant only agrees to share the details of his assignment with the rogue trader himself. If his claims are to be believed, he was sent to recover documentary evidence of House Winterscale's debt liabilities to House von Valancius. Those priceless papers had been stolen by hired agents of the cold trade on Caligos Winterscale's orders. However, instead of being destroyed, as he wanted them to be, they were hidden away for the purpose of blackmail. The man describes a long journey full of perilous adventures that eventually brought him into the possession of the documents, which he then proudly presents to you. Astonishingly enough, the papers turn out to be genuine. Promote him and then assign him to an important position. He did his job. The beaming old man has joined the ship's enforcers in order to teach younger soldiers lessons in fortitude and unshakable loyalty. The beaming young old man has joined the ship's enforcers in order to teach younger soldiers lessons in fortitude and unshakable loyalty. That's good. I was either one. Either we gave him riches and let him have an easy life, or we gave him an important position, and I feel like he wanted an important position. And we're going to go to Azeryani vessel, which are going to be the Eldari. The Augur crew picks up a heavily damaged Xenos void ship among the countless rock masses of the asteroid belt, an Eldari vessel. Beyond a doubt, according to the Von Blancius archives, about 100 standard years ago, the Imperial Navy set up a barrier in this system against pirates and the enemies of humanity. Countless primed mines are still scattered among the wreckage. Okay. The Vox Master manages to tune the ship's systems to an unconventional frequency, and the bridge suddenly fills with chime-like Xenos voices. Drawn out and mournful, they sing in an unknown tongue, but every officer on the bridge can sense that this is a dirge. Answering the call, Yurliet jumps to the cogitator, startling the officers on the bridge with her sudden jolt. In the hopes of understanding the Monkai technology and figuring out how to help her kin, the Eldari runs in circles around blinking vid screens, but the mysteries of the machine god elude the Xenos. Then she turns to the Lord Captain powerless. Yurliet is asking the Elentok to help her kin, who have found themselves trapped in a snare of fate. The Eldari are enervated and weak, and their song is a cry of despair, a cry that is fading. I'm gonna establish communication with the vessel. However, the Xenos do not respond to the incoming signals. After several attempts, the frequency tuned by the Vox Master gets lost, and the song fades away. I inquire about the state of the vessel. Its hull and engines have presumably been damaged in a collision with a small celestial body. However, it is impossible to prove or disprove this hypothesis at such a distance. The Xenos vessel differ too much from the Imperium. Logistics officers led by Master Helmsman Raivor are ordered to plot a course for the rescue shuttle from the Dynasty's flagship to the Xeno ship and back. Now all the crew can do is hope that the calculations are correct, and that the veteran officers' experience have not let them down. I'm going to send a shuttle with an experienced pilot and scouts in hopes that the smaller vessel can bypass the ancient mines. Enters the asteroid field. They proceed with caution, confidently avoiding chunks of rock and nearly imperceptible mines. However, when the shuttle reaches the Xenoship, the rescue team's report catches the bridge crew off guard. The vessel's starboard side has been breached by the macro weapons of an unknown Imperial void ship. There are no survivors. Shielding her eyes, Yurliet closes them and clutches the spirit stone at her breast. Coming to, the Eldari does not speak for a time. With notes of sadness in her voice, carefully picking her words, she concedes that the Elentok did all they could to save her kin, and yet it is the Mankai who are responsible for the loss of the Eldari void ship. Saddened by the pain and hatred that humans have wrought upon her kind, Yurliet quietly leaves the bridge. Sometimes it's simply impossible to outrun fate. I get some stuff for my Xenos artifacts, exquisite Wraithbone blade fragment. That's cool. And an Eldari chainsword. I don't know whose chainswords are better, Eldaris or humans. Well, did I get this? Was that the dude? Something in the ocean. Owing to his keen intellect and more than a bit of luck, managed to discover several ancient Imperial ships and restore the Archaeotech compass mechanism pointing to the location of the fleet's mothership, the Mu-Ro 79 system. Okay. What about Voigtbeer? Did we do it already? Is that just done? Show completed quest. Bit by bit. Yep, that was for that. I forget what it is. It might have been here. I said no. Is it already done? I don't know. I can't remember the name of the quest. I guess we did it. Still new stuff. Okay. I'm just a little confused on that. I can't remember where it was. But I guess it wasn't here. Or if it was, it's gone now. That must have just been it, just to get me the spy that was sent, so... I need people, though, is the problem. I would do these, I just need the resources. Anyway, let's try to get one more system before. The end, and I don't want to go to you yet. Only problem is I'm scared that I'm gonna run out of moves. I'm fine doing it dangerous. Yeah, the gamma's done with something. Urgent request. Aranto or Celio, the navigators are concerned about the fate of Cassia, who disappeared from Uric 5. The regent is requesting an update of her current status. Current status of Cassia, and inquired about the possibility of personal meeting to negotiate and arrange the return of her to her house. That's odd. The psycho-emotional coding of the received message betrays acute concern, but also contains something that the astropaths have failed to put into words. If you'll excuse my forthrightness, if I feel like it is necessary to tell House Orselio the truth, otherwise a conflict with the Navis Nobilite is possible, which, given the current state of the Kronos Expanse, will only play into the hands of the enemies of the Imperium. She's fine, though. How did House Orselio even learn that I have Cassia? I wish I knew, Lord Captain. It is troubling indeed. Perhaps we have a spy on board, or Regent Oranto is bluffing. In either case, I believe we should respond. Navigators are extremely powerful and useful allies to have. Tell them Cassia is safe and that the rogue trader would love to see him in person. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. The astropaths will transmit your consent. Representatives of House Orselio will be waiting for you on the capital world of Dargonis. Again, okay. Receiving members of the Navis Nobilite, I guess is actually how to pronounce it, is always a delicate matter. Please make sure to discuss the details of this meeting with your Chancellor upon arrival. I will, instead of doing that, just send him with some military gear. Go ahead. You got this. And Dargonis has a new stage. You can do this. But honestly, it doesn't help us at all. Anyway. Lord Captain, a strange anomaly has been detected on Kiava Gamma. A series of orders defined as Procedure O-C has forced itself into the production algorithms. The servants of the Omnissiah define its execution status as most sacred, and therefore follow its instructions to the letter. In just one cycle, cells were erected in all the manufactorums connected by cogitators, or more precisely their computing channels, This network forms a pattern similar to the applied to those applied to the digital cells of machine spirits. The OC procedure commands Maggie with an above average psi receptivity index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who take their seats in the cells fall into a blissful data dream and begin to sing binaric hymns very similar to those that periodically whirred from the warp vox of Cubus Delphum. The performance of the manufactorums has dropped. Many of the machine god's servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling procedure O-C, but the enforcers have taken custody of the cells and ward these volunteers away from them. What do we know about this procedure? Could it be part of Delphum's legacy? We cannot trace. We cannot trace the source of the signal that activated the procedure or identify its purpose. The tech presuppose the idea of studying the procedure as it violates the sacrament. Supposedly the minds of the Magi immersed in the cells are involved in some grand-scale computation. The servants of the Messiah have tested the planet's cogitational network 7 times with purifying algorithms of varying degrees of severity, proclaiming it clean. Perhaps my advisors have a few words to share. You say these cells need to be filled with high psi sensitivity tech priests? Sure, but why use our own servants? Let's just check out a few remote stations and outposts. Look for cogs who were banished as unfit, and you will find 3 times as many more suitable candidates than in the manufactorums. Psi receptivity rarely goes hand in hand with high rationality, and such tech priests often end their careers in sub-backwater. Could be good. They are singing. It is surprising that your race was able to achieve such harmonious form of interaction with crafted tools. My kinsmen, too, use psychoacoustic harmonics to guide our creations. I am not a bone singer myself, but I might be able to tell your servants of certain principles that define the sound of the universe. I find this sacrilegious suggestion to be in breach of the Data Unity Protocol. A signal seemingly from nowhere that has the highest execution priority, a perfect weapon for capturing the planet. It should be anathemized, and I am ready to summon a cadre of competent tech sorceress from the Inquisition. So if I say she's right, we'll get the unworthy to do it. I get armor of refraction. You heavy armor, so would be for either you or Abelard or Argenta once she gets it. I don't know if she has heavy armor or not right now. Anyway. It gains 1 deflection and armor if the wearer has moved during their turn, and 2 deflection against human enemies. Interesting. I lose a profit. This I get 2 things. Secrets of the Ancient Cybersmiths. All allies deal plus logic divided by 15%, more energy and machine damage. And Eldari machine taming. All allies gain plus 10 lore to Xenos and plus lore Xenos divided by 5% dodge reduction against Xenos. It's actually pretty good, but lose security. Study the procedure. I get the cybersmith thing. That's actually better, so I'm not gonna do 5. Or abolisher of procedure if I go with Heinrichs. All allies deal 10% more damage to machine creatures, Necron creatures, and targets with the reject the flesh feature. Even the omniscience metal spirits do not dare to force their will upon the rogue trader. I like this one. So I'll get more chance to do more damage with tech and energy weapons, and also I get Xenos lore and that much dodge reduction against Xenos, which is pretty good. We'll see that if the Monkai are capable of learning from the civilized. The dynasty's servants begin their investigations, seeking to determine the nature and purpose of the mysterious procedure. Awestruck, they encountered ancient creations of data smithing, impossible in current times, but could not fathom the wisdom of the digital archaeotech. The blasphemous study of Xenos knowledge undertaken as part of the investigation led to a series of heretical acts of creation. The tempted minds of the I'm going to call them Magi. I think that's how you're supposed to say it instead of Maggie. Magi sought to apply the secrets of the Eldari to their research. The culprits were servitorized and the results of their work placed in a protected, forbidden catalog. Profit factor, armored rage, and weapons. So we got this. Take some stuff, but my void ship gets more hull integrity. I get profit factor, iconoclast, and people, which I need. Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead. Janus, you need to do... Well, if I'm doing this one, need to have... So it won't be this one. So it's between these two. So either more action points or security and swords. A sword. Which could be actually pretty good. Sure. The inhabitants of Janus are restless. The populace may be placated by turning agri complexes into impenetrable fortresses, assigning sheriffs from among the overseers and forming Jaeger bands. I'll need to do this one first, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to leave this episode here. Next time we're going to see if Dargonis has anything going on. I think it does. And then we're going to try to go to the right systems that popped up. And then we'll go on our way.